The reason to connect with nature sexually is to really reconnect with Mother Earth and really remember that we are a part of nature, that we are animals. And
yo, what are these people doing? This looks like some sort of satanic ritual. They got a whole shrine set up and everything in the middle of the woods. What are they trying to do? Summon the evil demon god of the forest? They just start chanting and the freaking Lorax pops out of the ground talking about, I speak for the trees, and the trees say, stop having sex in my forest. What is up, guys? It's your boy Lofi here. And today, I got a 2-in-1 special for you guys, okay? Today, we're gonna be looking at a couple who has sex with nature. Now, my first thought about this was, I don't really get how this is possible. Like, you can't really just fuck nature, because nature isn't just one person or being or thing. Nature is like your tree outside, okay? That's nature. That blade of grass in your backyard, that's nature. So, when I heard that these people were having sex with nature, I'm not gonna lie, I was a little bit interested. So apparently what this couple does is they go out, you know, hiking into the middle of the woods, they find a good spot, they sit down, pull out their shrine. Yeah, they have a shrine. They have a whole ritual for when they go into the middle of the woods and have sex. Which in all honesty isn't really that weird, okay? Some people have a little bit of foreplay beforehand, you know, some people pull out a whole shrine to nature and sacrifice themselves to the gods. All jokes aside, this couple is just really weird, okay? You know, they have some really weird sexual habits, and that's what we're gonna be looking at today. Hopefully this video doesn't get age restricted. Let's get right into this.
it is very natural for human beings to do that. It's very natural to make love in nature. This is how we started to evolve.
Okay, so this chick is saying it's natural to make love in nature. That's where we started out. Yeah, because the very first humans didn't know how to build houses. They didn't have electricity. Just because a caveman was having sex in the middle of the woods doesn't mean that you, a civilized human being who owns a house probably, needs to go outside and have sex in the middle of a fucking forest. Florida. Now this makes a lot more sense. Literally all the weirdest things, all the weirdest people live in Florida, okay? If anything weird happens, it probably happened in Florida.
Why here?
I feel that trees hold a sacred space, and when there's an assembly of trees, they're like guardians and teachers for us and grounding us into the earth as well. And then there's
guardians and teachers. I'm pretty sure that these trees aren't those trees from Narnia that talk to you when you need to learn a special lesson about whether or not you're an asshole. Like, come on, are those trees gonna stop a bullet for you? Those trees look pretty thin to me. I don't think they're gonna be guarding anything. Like, a guy comes at you with a sword, you're gonna run outside, hide behind the tree and say, protect me, you're my guardian. The guy's just gonna walk around the tree and stab you.
Serpent. And there's things like that in nature all the time, just symbols giving us clues. Yeah, very feminine. It's like a portal.
So a deformed tree is a symbol of nature, okay? How is this feminine? This doesn't look very feminine to me. Do you think maybe it's a vagina hole? I don't really get how that's feminine. How do you look at a tree and tell, yeah, that tree looks pretty feminine to me? Also, this chick's been playing way too much Minecraft because that doesn't look like a portal to me, okay? If I were to jump through there, I'm pretty sure that I would just end up on the other side of the tree, not in some alternate dimension where everybody has orgies in the middle of a forest.
For me, nature and sexuality is one and the same thing. Nature is very sexual, and our sexuality is connected to the energy that we find in nature as well. So when we connect the two together, we're really experiencing a lot of healing energy coming from nature.
You can tell that this guy doesn't care whatsoever about what this chick is saying. He's just like, can we skip to the part where we have sex already? That's the only reason why I'm here, okay? I'm only with this girl, you know, because she wants to have sex all the time, you know? She wants to do it in a weird place, you know? I don't really like getting my pee-pee covered in dirt, but hey, you know, free coochie is free coochie.
So could you explain, for someone who may not be familiar, what it is you're doing?
Do you want to explain?
Yeah.
So let me explain real quick. Right now, we're creating a shrine to the demon gods of the forest. I've become so oversaturated with normal sex that now I have to do a satanic ritual just to get my pee-pee up.
There will be a fire with sage here. So that will be kind of like catalyzing the alchemy of the fire and the water.
The alchemy? I know this guy kind of looks like an older Edward Elric from Full Metal Alchemist, but come on. Don't tell me this guy's about to clap his hands together and make a giant dildo out of the tree bark.
Yeah, I think others would consider us hippies, and for me, being a hippie just means being attuned to the awakening that happened in the 60s. I think there's a second wave of hippies that is happening, which is kind of the new age movement.
I don't think that there's a whole new wave of hippies. If you're talking about people who smoke weed, yeah, since weed is legalized, there's a lot more people smoking weed. But I'm pretty sure that you guys are the only people out here in the middle of the woods doing these weird rituals just to do the do.
That we are really embracing because it is a new age. It is a new way to experience life.
Bro, what is she doing to her feet? And why do they have a tuning fork lying over there? They don't have any instruments with them. I am just so confused by this entire image right here, okay? They have all these weird things and like oils just lying around, okay? Is that like lube? Are they gonna like lube themselves up with some freaking incense and myrrh?
Sidin and I started connecting after I went through huge awakenings. So basically channeling a lot more energy, and I had those electric pulses coming through my spine spontaneously and full body orgasm spontaneously. So my whole energetic field completely shifted, and that's about the time when we started connecting.
Okay, I've had sex in the woods, okay, you know? I went behind the woods of my school and I did the do, okay, I'm not gonna lie. It wasn't really that mind awakening, it wasn't really that big of an experience, alright? It was mostly just, I didn't have anywhere else to go, so we just did it back there. You know, it was actually really uncomfortable, okay? I had an ant crawl up my butt crack, I'm not even joking, it was the most uncomfortable thing ever, you know, because it fucking bit my butt cheek, and I thought that, you know, I got AIDS or some shit because my fucking ass crack was on fire. And I'm pretty sure that the girl I was with didn't have any full body orgasms, I don't think she even finished at all, just from being out in nature. If nature really turns her on that much, then she just needs to leave this dude and just start having sex with the trees.
I was wandering through the forest and I came upon a river with, you know, maybe 8 or 9 women bathing themselves in the river, like pouring water over each other. Clarity called me into the river. She was one of the women in the circle. So I took off my clothes and I went in, and I had this experience come over me where it was like my heart broke open. I came out of it and someone approached me and...
Yeah, okay, this dude's just trying to make up some BS story to make it sound like he really cares about this whole nature spiritual shit. The guy saw a bunch of girls skinny dipping and they asked him to join them, and he was like, oh shit, this is my chance. I'm gonna go in and get a bunch of free coochie, bro. I'm finna look at some titties, bro. I'm finna grab some coochies. It's finna be great. I'm not gonna lie. If I was on a nature walk and I came across a bunch of women skinny dipping in the water and they were like, hey, come join us, I'm not gonna lie, I probably would have joined them.
What? You would leave me for a bunch
Wait,
of
no,
skinny
no,
dipping
I mean if I was single, I mean if I was single, what do you...
We've been dating
Sorry,
for so
sorry.
long.
I'm
and
sorry, please don't break up
and
with
you
me.
would just leave me?
Well, it looks like I no longer have a girlfriend. Can we get a hashtag Rippleofi sex life in the comments? Because it looks like I'm no longer gonna be able to get my cheeks clapped. I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna miss that a little bit. My girlfriend's huge, ginormous cock.
So how frequently do you come out in nature like this?
A few times a week, we'll have cravings to go out in nature.
Cravings to go out in nature? You mean you're horny. Normal people have cravings to things like sugar, or like, you know, they really want to go see the new Avengers movie that came out or something. Nobody's sitting here like, oh man, I just got the craving to go out in nature. Like, that's not a thing.
Often when we're on adventures, we'll go swimming wherever we have the ability to. Even if it's cold or, yeah.
The cold doesn't bother you?
It's actually really good. I like cold water. It makes me feel really alive, and it cleanses us energetically and rebalances our system.
Yeah, possibly getting pneumonia just really makes me feel cleansed and energized. I don't know about you guys, but negative 30 degrees water, okay, that is perfect swimming water, okay? It doesn't need to be warm, you know, it's not like it's a health hazard or anything, you know? If it's, you know, negative 12 degrees outside, just go outside, go swimming, it's fine.
We'll just go naked in nature, somehow find water, and then put this mud all over us, and it just feels amazing, and it makes me feel that I'm reconnecting to my tribal nature, my wild nature.
So you're just walking along the beach one day with your girlfriend, holding hands, doing normal couple stuff, okay? And you see these two people smearing mud all over each other. I'm just wondering how many people they've traumatized with their weird sex rituals. Like, the places they go to are public places. These aren't like private beaches that only certain people have access to, or like nude beaches where like you're allowed to be naked. These are just normal places, okay? So anybody could just walk up on them covered in mud having sex in the middle of the beach. Anytime I see a video like this where people kind of break the law to, you know, fit their weird need or like their strange addiction, I always wonder, like, are the authorities contacted? Do like the cops know that these people are breaking the law to make themselves feel good? I'm no legal expert, but I'm pretty sure that it's maybe just a little bit illegal to have sex on a public beach. Anyways, that's enough of this weird stuff. I'm just gonna end the video here. This is my first time ever doing like a face cam video, I guess, where I do commentary. I know my camera is absolute ass. This is what I use for streaming, so I know the grain is probably awful. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed this and you want to see more of it, let me know in the comments. I do have an actual camera. I just don't have the USB that goes into the camera that I can put into my PC so that I can actually use it in OBS to record. So yeah. I can probably just buy one off of Amazon or something. So if you guys really want, you know, more face cam videos like this, let me know in the comments, and I'll see if I can make that happen. Anyways, I've been Lofi. Peace.
I fell down to earth from 100 miles away, and somehow I still make it work, but it's over.